Hello, this is Opinion Radar. If you're like me, spending time in the garage or workshop isn't just a hobby. It's a way to stay grounded, to build something with your hands that lasts. Lately, I've been taking a closer look at tools that make life easier without overwhelming your space, especially as the old bench area gets a little more crowded. Today, I want to talk about the BOSCH RA1171 Benchtop router table, a compact setup aimed at folks who still value precision but don't have or want a full-size cabinet rig. At $174, it's positioned right in that sweet spot between budget models and high-end setups, which got me curious. Is it sturdy enough for real work? Does it simplify the process? Or just add clutter? I've had it in my shop for a few weeks now, put it to the paces on real projects, and I'm ready to share what I found. Start with why this might be one of the more thoughtful additions to a retiree's toolkit. Now, I've been around the woodworking block a few times, probably more than I care to admit, and over the years, I've had my share of router tables, some good, some, well, let's just say they ended up as plant stands. So when I saw the BOSCH RA1171 Benchtop router table, I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical. At $174, it's not exactly pocket change, but it's not breaking the bank either. But here's the thing. This one actually surprised me. The build quality? Solid. You can feel it the moment you start unpacking it. That tabletop is made of cast aluminum, and it's got some serious heft to it. Doesn't feel flimsy in the least. And that heavy-duty mounting plate? Well, it's exactly what you want if you're planning to do more than just dabble. It gives you confidence that your router isn't going anywhere once it's set. For a guy like me who values sturdiness over flash, this table starts off on the right foot. Now, let's talk about assembly, because, well, we all know how that can go. I've had kits where the instructions looked like they were translated by a high school student using Google. But Bosch, they did it right. The manual is straightforward, well illustrated, and actually answers the questions before you have to ask them. I appreciated the true-to-size diagrams of every single bolt and washer. Believe me, when you're staring at a sea of hardware, that little detail saves time and frustration. There are a lot of parts, more than I expected, but they're well organized and, most importantly, high quality. None of those soft, Chinese-made fasteners that strip the moment you look at them sideways. Everything felt automotive grade, which, coming from someone who's rebuilt more engines than I can count, is no small compliment. I will say, though, it's not a 10-minute setup. You want to set aside a solid couple of hours, maybe with a cup of coffee and no distractions. Once it's together, the real fun begins. I toss my old skill router in there. Nothing fancy, just a reliable workhorse, and it fit like it was made for it. That adjustability in the mounting plate really pays off. You can dial it in perfectly, so the bit is flush with the surface, which makes all the difference when you're running molding or edge profiles. And the fence? It's aluminum, not some cheap plastic, and it's surprisingly robust. I've used it for small joinery tasks and trimming down small cabinet doors. Nothing massive, mind you, but exactly the kind of job a retiree like me tackles in the garage on a Saturday morning. The fact that I can clamp it down to my workbench and know it's not going to dance around, that's worth its weight in gold. It may be bench top size, but it doesn't feel small time. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't a cabinet-level professional setup. If you're running a production shop, this probably isn't your forever solution. But for hobbyists, weekend warriors, or folks like me who downsize their shop but still want to keep making things, it's near perfect. It's compact, so it doesn't dominate your space, but it's substantial enough that it doesn't feel like a toy. I will mention one thing I noticed when I tried to clamp accessories to the far end of the miter channel. It flexed a bit. Not a deal breaker, but it bugged me. So, being the tinker I am, I drilled and countersunk 2 extra screws at each end and locked those channels down good and tight. Took me 15 minutes, and now it's rock solid. Sometimes, a small mod is all it takes to turn good into great. The dust collection ports are another thoughtful touch. I don't care how clean you try to be. Sawdust gets everywhere. These two ports make it easier to keep things tidy, especially when you got a shop vac hooked up. Not a miracle worker, but it definitely helps. And having the aluminum top means cleanup is a breeze. Just wipe it down. No worries about warping or moisture damage. I've had plastic tops that started cracking after a couple of years, but this, I suspect it'll outlast me. Overall, I'd say the BOSCH RA1171 is one of the smarter buys I've made lately. It delivers way more than you'd expect at this price. Sure, the bit height and fence adjustments can feel a little finicky at times, and assembly isn't for the impatient. But if you take your time, follow the manual, something I learned the hard way, you'll end up with a router table that punches above its weight. It's not flashy, but it's honest, durable, and built to be used. And for a guy in his golden years who still enjoys making something with his hands, that's exactly what matters. If you made it this far, I reckon you're serious about building something that lasts, just like this router table. So don't let that good momentum go to waste. Give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and let's keep crafting things that matter one solid joint at a time.